Hello, everybody. Today, I want to talk about why I am leaving the left. I can no longer stand with a party that fundamentally has turned their back on everything that has made this country great. From the likes of capitalism, which has brought billions of people out of poverty worldwide, and is the thing that has made this country the most successful country in the world. Because there is no other capitalism like in America. Also, I can no longer support the people within the party. From the likes of Nancy Pelosi to Chuck Schumer to even, yes, Joe Biden. I can no longer stand with a party that is not the same party they were 100 years ago. And ultimately, that is why I am leaving the left. Thank you. Hey everybody, what it do? Today, we're going to look at this little hashtag that I found. The hashtag Walkaway, where people walk away from the Democratic Party that either didn't really know much about politics to begin with, or weren't ever really Democrats to begin with either. And we're just going to look at two quick videos because this is just one of those little dumb meme things that I found. Doesn't really matter, but I found it funny. I found some of the things that were said funny, so let's get right into it.
The Democrat Party has changed. They are no longer the party of JFK. They call themselves now Democratic Socialists.
So, you realize there's not really like that many Democratic Socialists, right? You got what, AOC, you got Akeed Tlaib, you got Bernie Sanders, of course, and then who else? You got the one person from Somalia that everyone thinks that married her brother. That's about it. And I would love there to be more, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the party, the Democratic Party, is going in the direction of democratic socialism. Unfortunately. Oh, and you also have that one senator that's running for Senate. She's not a senator. She's running for Senate. I'm stupid.
I myself am not a socialist. I am a free market capitalist. I work hard for the money.
Yeah, I work hard for my money as well. Also, I'm not really a socialist. Also, neither is anyone within the Democratic Party, like actually elected officials. Increasing taxes isn't socialism, and that seems to be what you're worried about, which is fine, but it doesn't sound like you were ever really a Democrat.
Democrats used to champion freedom of speech. Now, radical leftists are preventing certain people from speaking on college campuses.
So another reason you left the Democratic Party is because fringe aspects of the left, like Antifa, shut down other extremists on the right's speech. You do know that Antifa fucking hates the Democratic Party, right? Like with a passion. Like this is the same thing as someone on Twitter called me a racist. So because of these dirty SJWs on Twitter, I'm gonna be a full-on MAGA supporter. It just doesn't make any sense.
Living in Hollywood, being an LGBT person, and also being a Trump supporter.
So you're not leaving the left because you voted for Donald Trump in, I'm assuming, 2016. Unless you're a time traveler, you're not a Democrat, I guess. Or maybe you are. You just voted for Trump and then now you're leaving. This doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm starting to lose my mind. Apparently, being stuck inside for 3 fucking months isn't good for your mental health.
Refuse to work with me, not because they don't think I'm talented, but because I had the audacity to vote for President Trump. I don't see the same kind of hatred towards me coming from the right. The right is not perfect.
So how do you know that the people didn't hire you because you were a Trump supporter? Did you tell them in the interview that you were a Trump supporter, or the casting, or whatever you do? A lot of Trump supporters have this victim mentality where I went out to my favorite restaurant and I was wearing my MAGA hat and they didn't take too kindly to that, and I was getting dirty looks all night, and I couldn't even enjoy my dinner. Then just leave your hat at home. Like, it's not that hard. See, it's a hat. You can take it off and you can toss it up in the air, and then you can go out to your friend, and no one's gonna harass you. Also, I guess this is a feeling, but I feel that right-leaning people are typically worse off to LGBT people. Like, not all of them, right? Like the traditional, not the tradcons, milquetoast conservative, like the people who are like, I'm not really fond of Donald Trump, but I like John McCain. He was pretty swell. these type of people, they're not really the ones who are going to go on Twitter and like trash on LGBT people. It's like the far extreme, not that extreme in some cases, but typically it's the farther ends of the political sphere who are the ones who do this. So I wouldn't base the whole of the Republican Party based on what fringe groups within the Republican Party do.
I walked away from the party that I felt was trying to group me in.
See, that's where you messed up. Because, like my big-brained brother in arms would say, the facts don't care about your feelings. I'm sorry. I couldn't not say it, right? That'd be sacrilegious. Ultimately, I don't think this person's bad or evil. I just think that they're secretly a conservative that's like just now coming out as a conservative, but they also voted for Trump, so they left the left 4 years ago, kind of. So this video is just 4 years overdue.
The Democratic Party, they have the environment. That's one of their great talking points, is that they seem legislatively to care about the environment, although they seem to care about the environment more than they care about babies.
What the fuck? That's just like an example of a non sequitur. Also, yeah, the environment probably does matter more than babies. Not just fetuses, not just abortions, but yes, the environment is more important than babies. Because without the environment, no babies. Without babies, there's still an environment. Did I just fucking blow your mind right there?
So I walk over to the trash cans and I went to do, my recyclable here, my compost here, and my non-compostable things over here. And when I looked inside the trash cans, all 3 of them were exactly the same.
Am I dead? This doesn't make any sense. This can't be real. You saw people not composting and recycling correctly, so that's a reason for you to leave the that's okay, sure.
That they care about children at the border, but then they're okay with abortion when it's been proven that these babies feel pain.
So it sounds like you just really care about abortion. You're just super duper pro-life, which is fine. You don't need to leave the left if you never liked the left to begin with. You don't need to leave the Democratic Party if the Democratic Party opposes one of your core principles. Because you were never really part of the Democratic Party, were you? You're just making this video for clout, aren't you? Okay. Like I said, I don't think any of these people are like inherently bad or evil or anything. I just think, this was some fun goofing on some dumb points. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to take this moment to laugh at some dumb people. I thought that would be fun. But anyway, until next time, guys. Stay breezy. Don't waste easy. Peace out.